Hi guys, it's Megan from Skinny Fitalicious. I'm popping by today to talk about how to lay the path to healthy living. This is a question I get a lot from my clients as well as from my readers. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan. I am the author and creator of the popular website Skinny Fitalicious, where I create low-calorie, gluten-free recipes to inspire you to eat better and to lose weight. I am also a nutritionist, a certified NASM weight loss specialist, and a health coach. And every day I get the privilege of helping people lose weight, get healthier, and reach their health goals. So for those of you who don't know my backstory really quick, I lost 80 pounds 7 years ago just by walking and changing my eating habits over the course of a year. So I went from a size 14, 16 to a size 2. So if I can do it, you can do it too. And now I help other people do it because I am so passionate about this. So today I wanted to share with you something really important that I think will help so many of you guys put things into perspective about healthy living. What I see a lot of times with the people that I help lose weight is it's an all or nothing. So for instance, they get really excited about eating a new meal plan or about joining a gym, and then they fall off the wagon for a day or two, and suddenly they just fall off the wagon completely. They've lost all of their motivation and they just give up all of their hope. Now, I can tell you from my previous experience that this is something that I did over and over again in life because I struggled with weight since I was a little kid. And my whole life, I kind of went on this yo-yo cycle of I was either all in or all not in, and there was never like this balance of in between. And the other day I realized something has really changed for me since my weight loss 7 years ago, and that is that I kind of have a better perspective about my balance. It's no longer an all or nothing for me. Yes, I go to the gym most days. Yes, I eat well most days. Notice I said most days, okay? So if you follow my website, you probably think I eat like the healthiest foods every single day and I'm like perfect at everything I do. No, farthest from the truth. As a matter of fact, the other day I was tired and I was working really hard and I had some dark chocolate chips sitting on my desk and I was just like mindlessly eating them. And after I got done eating them, I thought to myself, you know, years ago, I would have really beaten myself up for that. I would have worked out an extra hour, or I would have just like given up working out altogether and thrown in the towel and said, screw it, I am just going to eat whatever I want, right? I'm sure this must sound familiar to you guys, but I didn't. I looked at it and I was like, okay, well, that happened, but that's okay because you know what? Most of the time, I'm making consistent, healthy choices. And so I'm not bothered. Like most days I go to the gym, most days I eat really well. So I think that's a big mind shift for most people is understanding that, you know, you are building different habits and it's more about building consistency around those habits. That consistency, you know, 80% or more of the time is really what helps you make sustainable changes. So when you think of healthy living, I really want you to think of it as if you're laying a path of consistency, building a path of consistent, healthy habits over a long period of time. And as you build those consistent habits, what ends up happening is you have sustainable changes that start to happen in your life. You start to notice that you just do things out of habit. I mean, humans are creatures of habit. We do things regularly. We feel very comfortable when we have things on habit and on repeat in our life because we know what to expect. So once you build those habits, what happens is if you end up having an off day like I did with my dark chocolate the other day, it ends up being no big deal. You fall off the wagon and you just get back on to your regular track the next day, which is, you know, eating healthy and going to the gym and doing your thing. So like I said, it ends up being no big deal. And so I want you guys to realize that when you're building healthy habits like that and you're making them consistent in your life, you're building a long-term path to healthier living and to and to making sure that when you do have those type of hiccups in your life, it's not going to bring you down completely. You'll have more discipline to pick yourself up at the end of the day because you already have those things ingrained in your brain. So again, just making sure that you guys understand that you don't have to be perfect 100% of the time. 80% of the time is probably enough to get you to building those habits consistently over time. And as you build those habits and as you sustain them, you're going to build more momentum so you can build upon those habits and take on new and more things all the time. I mean, when I look back to 7 years ago, I was eating pizza, going through fast food restaurants and getting takeout. I mean, I didn't know how to cook, and now I'm making all kinds of healthy things. I mean, the farthest thing from my mind at that point was eating kale. It took me a long time to build up to eating kale and spinach and asparagus and all of the things that you see on my website today. It didn't just happen one day where I turned on a light switch in my body and said, I'm going to have all the motivation to do this the right way 100% of the time. No, it didn't happen that way. It happened over a long period of time. So again, look at healthy living as if you're building blocks of consistency. You're building a path of consistency for yourself and building healthier habits for life. So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't try to be perfect 100% of the time. So for those of you who want to build healthier habits, who want to sustain changes, who want to lose weight for life, I would love to work with you. I do one-on-one coaching. I also do virtual coaching through email, through an online program that I offer that's 8 weeks long. I'm going to drop the link in the comments below for you to go check out my services. I'd love to hear from you. I'll also drop the link to my email, megan@skinnyfitdelicious.com. So if you want to reach out to me, talk to me about your health goals and see what program would be the best fit for you or what my advice would be for you as your next step, I would love to hear from you and talk to you. I'll drop all those things in the comments below. And with that, I hope you have a great night. Bye, guys.